back to the Simply Stacy YouTube channel. It's your girl Simply Stacy, and welcome back to the Simply Success series. So we've been talking about Simply Self. That is the first section of the Simply Success series, and what we're focusing on today is Simply Body. So we're talking about your physical self. So we've talked about your mind, and we've talked about everything else that encompasses Simply Self. But today the focus is strictly on your body. So there are 3 topics that we're going to cover today. The first thing we're going to talk about is eating right. So I know that that is a very, very tough one, especially for working professionals, people that are busy, people that maybe be homemakers and they're taking care of children all day, small children. You may forget to eat. You may just grab something on the way home, which isn't always necessarily the healthiest options, but there are certain things that you can do to make sure that you are fueling your body as well as making sure that you're putting good stuff in your body so that you can live as long as possible, right? We don't want to keep fueling our body with fast food and just a whole lot of crap. I know I, for one, I do this all the time. Like, honestly, when I'm busy, I sometimes it's just laziness. I don't feel like cooking. I haven't gone to the grocery store. Then I'll just stop at a fast food restaurant and grab something really quick. But that stuff that I'm grabbing that's really quick is not beneficial to my body. So how yourself helps is when you're healthy, you can help others. When you are physically your best, then you can be as successful as you can be. You can stay up longer hours. You can push forward. You can do all these things, because if you're tired and you're run down, then you're no good to anyone, and you're definitely not going up that ladder of success. So eating right. I have some tips that can help you when it comes to eating right. So me personally, I am not very big on eating vegetables. So what I do is I tend to make green smoothies. So I'll get spinach and I'll take handfuls of spinach, fruit, almond milk, maybe sometimes some plant-based protein powder, and I'll make smoothies so that I'm getting my daily serving of vegetables. It doesn't taste like broccoli or kale or spinach. It actually tastes quite delicious. So if you need to, look up some green smoothie recipes. They have tons of them, or just smoothies in general. You can get your fruits and your vegetables, maybe use that for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have it for breakfast and lunch, depending on how quick I need to eat for that day. I just may take another one. So my thing I do with that is I will get enough for a whole week's worth. So if I'm deciding I'm going to do 1 a day, or if I'm doing 2 a day, I will make up a batch of those, and I use little mason jars. You put them in the mason jars and you freeze them, so that in the morning you grab the mason jar out, you can put it in your lunch pail, you can take it to work with you, and by the time lunch comes, they'll be unthawed. However, if you're doing it for breakfast, I recommend that you take them down the night before out of the freezer so that they are still nice and cool and cold, but they are not completely solid. This is like one of the best tips that I've been doing in 2020, because before, like getting up in the morning, making your smoothie, it just takes too much time. And a lot of times I would just go without breakfast. I would go without eating at all, or I would just grab something from the cafeteria at work, which of course was not a green smoothie. So that is a tip, is to prepare. So if you meal prep, you have all of your meals. Say for instance, you cook on Sunday. We've done this before. You cook on Sunday through Wednesday. You make a variety of dishes, maybe your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you plan it out. You cook it all, you plate it, or put it in your container, your Tupperware for work. And when you get up in the morning, you just grab it out of the refrigerator. Like, that is one of the best tips I can ever give you guys, is to plan. So if you're not good with just thinking on the fly, take a list, write down your grocery list for the week, and start with what meals you want to cook. If you want to do salads, if you want to do like a chicken Caesar, make sure that you have your chicken, make sure you have your romaine lettuce, make sure you have your shredded Parmesan cheese, or whatever it is that you're making. Come up with your meals. So map out your meals for the week, and then map out the ingredients needed for those meals. Make sure you check your cupboards, and you check your pantry, and you check your refrigerator, so that you can make sure that you're not duplicating this and buying things that you already did, because we don't want you wasting any money in the process. So once you have your list, you've gone to the grocery store, you have everything there, then please go ahead and start cooking. it's on a Sunday, if it's on a Saturday, whatever day works for you, whatever day you have the most amount of time. For me, it is Sundays after church. I'll get in the kitchen, I'll cook up my meals. I do roasted vegetables because it's just quicker for me. You can stir fry them. I put my vegetables on a pan, season them, and then I bake them for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, and they're all done. Asparagus, zucchini, broccoli if you want. Whatever your vegetables of choice. I always do mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, and all of that. You can have a vegetable medley to go with all of your meats. Think about it. If you need a lot of variety, maybe do chicken breast and fish, salmon, or another white type of fish. Whatever it is that you want to eat, just make sure that you are planning ahead. That saves you from going out to eat a lot. It saves you from making unhealthy choices. And at least you know that you've cooked and prepared healthy meals. So that is it. Step number 1 is to eat right. How you can do that is to plan ahead. Another thing you can do is you know what works for you. So if you've tried something before and it doesn't work, don't keep doing it. They say the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same things expecting a different result. Hey, you need to try something new. So if you have never tried this method, then definitely give it a try. It's worked wonders for me because I am one who will eat out every day at lunchtime. But if I have my meals, it's just easier for me to, in between meetings, grab, warm up, and go. Okay, guys, so we've covered the eating right portion. Now we're on to number 2. So we said you need to eat right to keep your physical self the best self that you can be, and you need to exercise. So that is my biggest thing during this quarantine. So we're still quarantined. We're probably on week 5 or 6 of the quarantine. It is May the 3rd, and I have been home since March the 16th from work, working from home. But yes, so this has been really, really tough for me. I live in Michigan, and it has still been snowing in the end of April, and it's not always warm. Today was a very nice day, and I saw a lot of people out while I was driving to Target or something to grab something. But working out is a huge plus. So I have a gym membership. I actually have Healthways through my insurance company, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Tivity Healthways is, I think you pay a set amount per month, and you can go to over 900 gyms in your area when you're out of town, anything like that. So I thought that was very, very beneficial for me personally because I travel a lot. And if I go home for extended periods of time during the holidays, then I have different gyms at home than I do here in Michigan, and I can still utilize some of those gyms. So the gyms have been closed probably 2 weeks into our not our stay home order, but maybe 2 weeks into us coming home from work. The gyms have been closed. And so where I usually get up in the morning around 5 a.m., I go to the gym, do a little bit of cardio, or maybe even after work. I'm more of a morning person for the gym. I have not been doing that here in quarantine or stay home, stay in place, whatever we want to call it, shelter in place. That's what we're doing now. But I have not been doing that. They have YouTube videos, and they have Instagram videos and all of that. So I honestly have to get back to it, guys. I have gone for some walks around my neighborhood. You know, I make sure that if someone is walking on the same sidewalk, I cross over. We are keeping our distance. We are not going out. I personally am not going out when there are a lot of people like walking their dogs or children or any of that. I try to pick times of day when I'm there and no one else really is, or just a few other people that I don't have to encounter. So guys, get out, get some fresh air. Like I said, today it was about 70 degrees and it was very nice. So it was a perfect day to go for a walk, go for a run, whatever it is that you like to do. You can also do like your push-ups and your jumping jacks and strength building and yeah, any of that thing, all those things. Just look up some at-home workouts online, hashtag fitness, hashtag any of that stuff. You guys will definitely find that. So you probably should be working out at least 3 times a week, up to 45 minutes. And I guess you guys can break it up. It doesn't have to be consecutively. If you have children at home and you're homeschooling and you're working and you're doing all of that, then maybe you can do 15-minute increments here and there when you get a break to do something and be active. I know I rely on my Apple Watch a lot because every hour on the hour at 50 after, I get a notification that I need to stand up if I have not been standing and I have been immobile. So guys, I don't know if you have any fitness tracker, but those things can also be motivation for you as well. You have challenges that you can challenge your friends to. You can see when they're working out and it can motivate you to work out as well. So we've talked about eating right. We've talked about exercise. And then that third thing that I think we all need to make sure that we are doing on a consistent basis is we have to see our doctors. If you have checkups, do not skip your appointments. There are things as you get older that may happen or occur that didn't happen when you were in your young 20s or your teens or your 20s or even your 30s or your 40s. Some things as you get older change, and if you're not regularly going to a physician, then you don't know what those things are. So please make sure that you're checking up with your physicians on a regular basis for your checkups. And also, if something is wrong, don't just wait. So guys, I am guilty of this myself. I definitely do my checkups. I do not miss checkups, dentist cleanings, and your annual exams or your yearly checkups. I don't miss those at all. But what I fail to do is, like, if I'm getting a cold or a sinus infection or something like that, I am really big about going to CVS, grabbing something over the counter and just trying to take it and treating myself. My mom has to get on me constantly, like, Stacey, go in, call the doctor, something's wrong, just call the doctor. So I have to do better about doing that. I still end up going, but it's after I've already tried all the remedies and then I finally go. But I want to make sure and encourage you guys to go, and I'm going to do better myself and go to the doctor when I sense that something with my body is off, something isn't quite right, then I should be going to the doctor. Your examinations, whether it's a mammogram or your women's annual exams or your men exam or prostate, you guys need to make sure that you are getting those screenings, because the truth of the matter is, if anything is wrong, the earlier they catch it, the better. They have more time to figure out exactly what it is and to treat you for it. So we want you guys to live as long as possible. I'm sure your family wants you to live as long as possible, and I personally want you guys to live as long as possible. So in order for that, in order for you to be your best self, we need you to focus on trying to eat right as best you can. Now, I know we shouldn't have whole cheat days, but a cheat meal every now and again, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You need to reward yourself. You don't have to be so strict in your diet, but definitely make better choices. Maybe don't fry food as often. Maybe have it once or twice a month or something like that. I know a lot of people have air fryers that they are very fond of, and so that can be an option for you as well. If you have specific dietary goals or weight loss goals or something like that, then do your research. Find out what foods you can and cannot have on those diets, what foods you should and should not have, which ones are good for your body. If you have something like hypertension or high cholesterol, find out what foods you should cut out of your diet, what foods need to be added. And yes, please do your research, eat right, exercise, and get your checkups. Go to your physicians when you need to. So you may be wondering how all of this plays into success, but I've mentioned it before. When you are your best self, you are more energetic, your mind works better, you have better ideas, you can think about other things, you can focus on things other than you and your body and your health. So when you have clarity of mind, when you have peace of mind, when you're resting well, and all of these good things, then you can focus on reaching those goals that you have towards your levels of success in life. And I encourage you all to take care of yourself, your physical self, your mind, your body, your soul, and your finances. We'll touch on finances in a later talk, But today, I just wish you all the best. And on your road to becoming your simply successful self, continue, strive, and achieve. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this content with your friends. If there's anything you want me to touch on that I have yet to touch on, then please let me know in the comments below. I am getting ready to publish my book. It is going to be delivered, I guess, in the next couple of days, the edited copy so that I can publish, but it is called Simply Success, and that is what the Simply Success series is all about. And I'm giving you some tidbits from my book, but just know you have to get the book to get all the details and the personal accounts that I have to show you how I got to where I am today. I want to wish you the best of luck on your road to becoming your simply successful self. I'll see you guys next time.